1. Examination day. The most exciting day in the life of a student is the day during the final examination for class promotion. He prepares himself well for about a month before the examination, and still he has his fears and hopes on the day of the examination. Even a student who neglects his lessons sits up to make his 11th hour preparation. A boy who studies hard may feel confident once inside the examination hall for the first paper. Every student is anxious to know whether the question papers would be difficult or not. Except a few who do not take their lessons seriously. Most of the children look forward eagerly to the examination day. Unlike the other days, examination days are usually quiet. Everyone seems to browse his notes for the last time before going into the hall. Every minute seems precious before the bell goes, as it provides the last chance to check the facts properly. Sometimes the last-minute reading may help you to score marks. It is indeed a day of excitement to every child who takes his or her lessons seriously. 2. The end of the term. Time has passed quickly. The term is nearly over. It is the end of examination week. When examination began, it was a new experience to Tom. There are no more classes. But during school hours he has to write paper on every subject. Every morning, the questions through and reminds the boy that not one word of talking is allowed. At the end of the 2 hours he calls out, "Time is up," and every student gives up his paper, some hoping they'll pass, others afraid of failing. Now the last day of the term, breaking up day, has come. The students are assembled in the large hall to hear the result of the examinations. The masters in their caps and gowns are seated round the headmaster. And everyone is eager to know what places the students have taken. The principal begins from the bottom of the school and at the last boy in each form, so that the excitement grows greater and greater as he reads on. Our friends are very much excited and anxious to hear what George's place will be. And when at last the headmaster calls out, "First, Bennett," Tom is so glad that he begins clapping his hands, thought it is against the rule. The other boys follow suit. George is red and over his beaming face. "Silence," orders the principal. But it's a few seconds before he can go on reading his list. Tom could not expect to be first, but he is not too low down. His report is satisfactory, and tomorrow he is going up to London, where he will spend his Christmas holidays at his uncle's.
3. My interesting subject in school. The subject I like best in school is geography, and the subject I hate is arithmetic. Even from my younger days, I have been longing to know more about other countries and the people who live there. Geography teaches me not only about my own country but also the neighboring countries in the world in general. From what I have studied, I have a longing to see London, Paris, New York, and Tokyo. I have heard much about Mount Fujiyama, the snow-capped mountain of Japan. I also want to see Japan during the cherry blossom season. I want to see New York and its skyscrapers. Geography interests me because without visiting these places I learn about them in books. For pupils like me who are poor and who cannot afford to visit these places, the knowledge of geography is all the more useful. It is perhaps the second best means of knowing more about other countries.